What's going on, you guys? This is New York Adventure 1994 here, and today is Friday, May 30th, 2025, and here we are. We are now at the Stanley Cup Finals, and we have a rematch of last year's Stanley Cup Final of 2024, and it is the Florida Panthers against the Edmonton Oilers, and it is a rematch of the 2024 Stanley Cup Final, and this is the first time since 16 years. This is the first time in 16 years we actually have a Stanley Cup Final rematch in the NHL. And the last time this ever happened was when the Red Wings and the Pittsburgh Penguins faced each other in 2008 and 2009, where the Red Wings won the Stanley Cup in 2008, which was their last one, and the Pittsburgh Penguins won their third Stanley Cup in 2009. The Red Wings won in 2008 and the Penguins won in 2009, the third Stanley Cup. Yeah, sadly, because I still hate the Penguins. And the Penguins went to win their fourth and fifth in 2016-17. So anywho, I am definitely rooting for the Oilers to win the Stanley Cup. It's been 35 years since their last Stanley Cup, and the last time they won a Stanley Cup was back in 1990 against the Boston Bruins. Hopefully Boston will get their payback against Florida and win the Stanley Cup, because I've been rooting for them the whole journey, and I'm really hoping for them to win the Stanley Cup for the first time in 35 years since 1990. And they could do what the Penguins did in 2009, where the Red Wings win the Cup in 2008 and then the other team wins in 2009. Yep, that's what the Penguins and Red Wings did. Hopefully the Oilers can repeat that history, where we have the one team winning the year before and then the other team wins the following year. And this is the third time in the 21st century where we have the Oilers in the Stanley Cup Final. The very first time goes back to 2006, where the Oilers faced the Hurricanes and the Hurricanes won that. And if the Hurricanes won the conference finals, we would have had a rematch of the 2006 final. And once again, the Dallas Stars have been eliminated from the conference finals for a third straight year. But I'm really excited for the Oilers to be back in the finals for a second straight year. And this is the sixth consecutive year where we have a Florida team in the Stanley Cup Finals. Where the first 3 years were the Tampa Bay Lightning in 2020, 2021, and 2022. And now it's 2023, 2024, 2025. We got the Florida Panthers in the finals. So, yeah, for 6 consecutive years, the state of Florida has an AHL team in the finals. And if the Panthers win the Stanley Cup again and repeat themselves as Stanley Cup champions, they're going to repeat just like the 2016-2017 Penguins and the 2020 and 2021 Tampa Bay Lightning. And it will continue the tradition where the team won in a leap year and the year after that a post-leap year. Like the year after a leap year. So we're going to have to see what happens. I know for a fact that the Oilers get the home advantage, and I know there's going to be a lot of long plane travel between the two teams. So they're going to have to space out like 3 days to travel to each other's cities. to get from Edmonton to Florida. They're gonna need like a 3-day break to like rest up from the travel and the training and gearing up for the next game. Because it's a really long plane distance between Edmonton and Florida, so they're gonna have to get some extra time to rest up. And with the plane ride too. So yeah, we'll have to see what plays out between these two. I'm hoping for the Edmonton Oilers to win the Stanley Cup for the first time since 1990. And this is our first NHL Stanley Cup final rematch in consecutive years, just like the 2008 and 2009 Detroit Red Wings and the Pittsburgh Penguins. So it's been 16 years since that last happened, and I'm hoping the Oilers win their first Stanley Cup and their 6th overall. And I guess that's it. Bye.